So this morning I actually came across this article right here about Timothy Loehmann, and if I wanted to, I could have easily turned this into a triple P, but for me it feels like something that's rather mediocre as far as a punishment goes, considering the real punishment should be him actually being put in prison and actually charged for what he did to Tamir Rice back in 2014. So the update that has come is that the Ohio court has rejected an appeal for Timothy Loehmann in order for him to go back into the police force again. So basically, this guy has been not been a cop for the last 7 years, basically, or he's not been allowed to return to work as a cop, as far as we know, based on this appeal that he submitted to go ahead and try to become a cop again. And see, the thing is, many of us thought that he probably would have been able to just get back in it because remember, when it comes to situations like this, do they ever really get fired or do they really get transferred? And it's usually the latter. But apparently in this case, that is what happened, because I guess they felt that even though he hasn't, or he was never formally charged with anything, which he should have been, he should have had a laundry list of charges, to be quite honest, of what he did to Tamir Rice, that that would have been an easy fix for him to get back into the police force. But apparently it was not, because see, the thing is, they already know, they knew that what this guy did was wrong. They know that he should have been locked up. They know he should have been charged and thrown in jail and should still be in jail to this day. But they pretty much let him walk. But it was pretty much a trade-off. They was like, okay, we won't give you any jail time, we won't charge you for killing this kid. However, the incentive is you cannot work as a cop again, at least not in this state. And that seems like that was the trade-off. And he submitted an appeal to get his job back, but it was ultimately rejected. And I'm like this, if they were going to reject his appeal to become a cop again, then they might as well just have locked him up then. That's how I feel about it. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article that's coming from The Hill. The Ohio Supreme Court on Tuesday rejected an appeal from the white officer who fatally shot 12-year-old Tamir Rice in 2014. An appeal was filed on behalf of former Cleveland police officer Timothy Loehmann by the Cleveland Police Patrolmen's Association in April, requesting that Loehmann be able to return to his job. Loehmann was fired in 2017 for submitting false information on his initial job application and not for his involvement in Rice's killing. Now look at that. He didn't lose his job because of him killing Tamir Rice. And he didn't even lose it back when what he did when he did what he did. And I kind of figured that because I was thinking to myself, if he wasn't charged with anything, I don't think they're going to fire him. So the reason why is because he lied on his initial job application and not for the more serious crime. See how they actually put him being fired on a more low end issue than a high end one, which was murder. I don't care if he wasn't charged with murder or not. He murdered that boy. A county judge and arbitrator both upheld his firing at the time. Earlier this year, an Ohio appellate court dismissed Loehmann's appeal, stating that the Cleveland Police Patrolmen's Association did not give notice on attorneys hired by the city. Loehmann was a rookie in 2014 when he responded to a call that someone was waving a gun around. The caller also specified that the person could be a child and that the gun may have been fake. Loehmann shot the boy within seconds of arriving on the scene. Last December, a grand jury declined to indict Loehmann in connection to the shooting and declined to bring federal charges against him. I am glad that Loehmann will never have a badge and gun in Cleveland again, Samaria Rice, Tamir Rice's mother, said in a statement on Tuesday. In April, Rice's family asked the Department of Justice to reopen an investigation into the boy's death. So that's why he can't go back. Not because of what he did to Tamir Rice, but because he lied on his application. That's why I said I couldn't get excited behind this. I couldn't do this as a triple P. For what? It's not because of him taking another life unjustly. It's because of something he did on his own. Just like he on his own voluntarily shot and killed Tamir Rice when he didn't have to. So no, I don't feel bad for Timothy Loehmann, and I hope his life is pure hell. I hope that it's haunting images every single day of Tamir Rice. I hope he haunts him in his dreams and turns him into nightmares. That every time he wakes up, that's the face he sees. That's one of the last faces. That's one of the first faces he sees when he wakes up, and one of the last he sees before he goes to sleep. And then even while he's sleeping, he doesn't, in my opinion, deserve a good night's rest. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all let me know what y'all think.